Like, share, subscribe. It's Saturday. It's 12/7/2024. Like, share, subscribe. This is Lions Den Basketball Community. It's an old head podcast, and we're going to get straight to it. It's championship week in East Conference and East College football. And we do got college games and we do got NBA games on as well. I'm watching Wisconsin and Marquette play. And Marquette is winning right now. Well, anyway, we're going to get to the scores from yesterday's games, and it goes like such. Philadelphia won 102-94. The high man for Philadelphia was Paul George. He was 8 of 19, 2 of 7, 3 of 4 from 3. He was 2 of 7 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block. And Maxey was 5 of 17, 1 of 7, 5 of 7 from the field. He had 16. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. The Magic was led by Franz Wagner, who had 30, 10 of 23, 3 of 12 from 3, 7 foul shots made, 5 rebounds. Then we got Jalen Suggs, who had 22, 8 of 19, 4 of 12, 2 of 3, 2 of 2 from the line. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And then right now the Cavaliers is up by 10 on Charlotte, 97-87. And let's go. Friday, the Lakers lost to the Hawks in overtime. The Hawks was led by Trae Young. He was 9 of 25. Ouch. 9 of 25 from the field, 5 of 13 from 3, 8 of 8 from the line, 4 rebounds, 20 assists, 2 steals, 31 points. And then DeAndre Hunter has 26 off the bench, 9 of 15, 5 of 7 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And then Bojan Bogdanovic, he had 27 of 13, 4 of 9 from 3, 2 of 3 from the line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. And what else we got here? And Richier, he was 5'11", 1 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. All right. I'm going to get into that game in 1 second. And then the rest of the games are Boston beat Milwaukee 111-105. The Pacers beat the Bulls 132-123. And the Sacramento Kings, they won 140-113. Ouch. And Minnesota beat the Warriors 107-90. Let me see the box score of this. Man, that's 140-113. They was led by DeRozan. He was 8 of 15, 1 of 3 from 3, all 6 foul shots made, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 23. Sabonis had 22, 7 of 12, 8 of 9 from the line. He had 16 rebounds, 4 assists. And Malik Monk had 22, 7 of 15, 3 of 8, 5 of 5 from the line. He had 9 rebounds, 6 assists. And then De'Aaron Fox, he was 9 of 17, 2 of 7 for 3. Made both of his foul shots. He had 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 block, and 2 turnovers. And then Kevin Huerter had 23, and Keon Ellis. Kevin Huerter was 6 of 7, made all 4 3-pointers, He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and then Keon Ellis had 3. Yeah, he was plus 32. Okay. All right, let's finish this out. And let's just get to the business on the Laker game. Another losing streak. Let's see here. They shot 51% from the field. They shot 16 to 35 from three, which is 45.7%. And they shot 14 for 16 from the line, which is 87%. They had 6 offensive rebounds. They had 34 defensive rebounds, a total of 40. They had 33 assists, 11. But they had 33 assists, 11 steals, and they had 10 blocks as a team. Turnovers was 13. Let's go to the Hawks. They shot 50%, 17 for 40 from three, 42.5%, 17 out of 22 from the foul line, which is 77%. They had 11 offensive rebounds, 37 defensive rebounds, 48 total. They had 40 assists. Wait a minute, at 40. Wait a minute, hold up. How's that even possible? Yeah, that's right. They have 40 assists and 10 steals, and they have 5 blocks. I don't know what to say. All I gotta say is that it's gonna get even uglier and everything like that. It's gonna get this is reveal season, and it's gonna be going all the way to 2025. I got trolling, trying to troll me, talking about speaking on LeBron's 39, 10, and 10. Well, he lost. Straight up, he lost. But anyway, LeBron was 14 to 25. Him and AD both balled out. He had 39, AD had 38. He was 6-11 from three, 5-6 from three, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. He did have 4 turnovers. AD had 6 turnovers, 15 to 27, 0-3 from three, 8 foul shots made, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Plain and simple. My favorite thing is that I like to say is I don't understand why y'all want to come at me with it, but we're just gonna hear. Let's just hear the Lakers press conference. First, we're gonna start off with the head coach JJ Redick. A shout out to everybody. I don't know who's in the chat, but salute to everybody. But here we go.
States is in the business of saving the world. Congress said we can't use human physicals.
Execution, or is there frustration kind of shades from the Orlando game? How do you put all that together?
Different type scenario than the Orlando game, but certainly frustrated with late game execution. Turnover. Braun makes a great play to get the block. Wasn't exactly the right sort of angles and screening that we had sort of done many times, in practice, one of our end game, get the ball in place. And I think the concern when you run that is when AD comes back towards half court, that's not what you want ideally, because then he's sort of in a trappable spot versus catching in the middle of the floor. And then, they did a good job just in pursuit of the basketball on the jump ball. I don't know if it was the communication or whatnot, but, can't messed up the red with Trae Young. Left him open, so.
So are you wanting to blitz him there to get the ball out of his hands ideally, or?
It was discussed with the group. Yeah, no, we weren't. It's just a normal red scenario like you would do a million times in game. Gate
Okay, this man said a red scenario. This man said a red scenario. Um, what is a red scenario, JJ? Ready?
It's just like normal. Like, it is, bro, brother. I guess when he see red, they have something that is supposed to do.
Oh, we're gonna let him finish explaining. He said something that they did a million times. We're gonna run the tape back. That's why we that's why I love tapes. But I'm only doing this for y'all trolls. Y'all trolls coming talking about let's talk about LeBron's 39, 10 and 10. Okay. Let's talk about it. From the coach's mouth first.
Defensively was really good. I thought a lot of our guys really competed on that end. He's tough. It's not the size of some of the bigger players like Luka or LeBron or Joker, but he knows how to manipulate a defense. He's a really good player.
JJ, you mentioned Gabe. You gave him the start tonight. What went into?
Again, we debated back and forth. Do we want to play coverage? Do we want to begin switching? I think he was 9 for 25. I think the thought process was, that staying out of coverage and out of drop where he's just, throwing the ball over the place and getting 18 assists. It's not the right option. And then he's 20. So, didn't do a great job of our Reds in general. When we did it, it was solid and we kept people in front of us. But, just too much. We talk all the time too. It's like if we're gonna, we always have the whole season. I've had switching groups, and if you still need a low man, and I don't think we were great with our low man tonight. Had a couple good low mans, but didn't have good low mans.
A lot of the guys were talking about their own accountability and needing to improve upon that as you guys move forward. When you get a 39-point triple-double from LeBron, but maybe some ill-advised three in the fourth, then you have
baby
from AD. But you could probably look at some of those turnovers, or D plays his best game as a Laker, but maybe defensive possession doesn't go the right way.
It's his best game as a Laker.
There was strong performance.
Oh yeah, that was the margins. I totally agree with that. I appreciated their effort, their intent, their energy, and truthfully, a lot of their execution. Like we did enough to win a basketball game tonight. We did enough to win a basketball game, similar to Orlando, similar to Oklahoma City. I thought we did enough to win a basketball game.
But you lost.
I'm very appreciative of that. And
you appreciated it in a loss, really?
That. You can,
get this nigga out of here.
Scheme.
JJ, forget it. You notice he didn't talk about the tree. What about the tree? The ill-advised tree?
Build on.
Nothing to say about that.
Kind of along those lines with Gabe, in a heavier volume role.
Come on, we got about 4 minutes of 5 seconds of him.
But he was able to get the paint some, create a little bit for people. Your picture. What did he do tonight that maybe showed what he can do as part of your rotation and a part of this team sort of pathway to winning?
When they do that, they're lying.
Some toughness.
First line, when they be like, as my dad used to say, be in our story.
He's aggressive throughout the season. It's not like he's passing stuff up. He's just not as involved when he's like the third ball handler, if that makes sense, versus the first or second ball handler.
Oh, I ain't know ball handlers was a big need in NBA, but okay.
Put Gabe out there on the court.
Ball handlers. I didn't know that was a such thing.
You guys now return back to LA for nearly a week. The game on Sunday.
It was a 2-week road trip, let's be honest.
Yeah,
it was a 2-week road trip. We had to stop in LA for 36 hours.
What do you do for the group in terms of having a little bit of a break after the Sunday game and just being in LA now for having a little bit more stability there in terms of just resetting and kind of figuring out the stretch.
We got to turn around and play a great game and go beat a really good Detroit team. Or I'm sorry, Portland on Sunday. And they're tough and they play fast and they have athletes. Like, again, a lot of the stuff that has given us issues this year in terms of just their movement and quickness and all that stuff. So we got to do it on Sunday. And then that break, if you call it a break, for 3-4 days, like, we have to use that for our minds, for our bodies, for cleanup. It'll be a good opportunity for us, but I don't necessarily think the reset starts Monday, in terms of kind of focusing on us, our bodies, our minds.
I'm enough listening to him. Let's hear what let's hear what let's see what James Worthy had to say.
If you're one of the many people struggling financially right now.
All right, let's see what Big Game Jays had to say.
Coming home 1-3 on this road trip, they were close to kind of knocking that bad taste out of their mouth.
This was going to knock them out of the water because they played really hard. Just some miscues and execution, some extremely lazy passes. Like,
talk to him, James.
Between, the offensive players and make a steal the way that last one that AD made to LeBron was just soft open. So, they had quite a few of those. I didn't like all the switching. Like, they was switching a lot and left with it down in the post. And then that last one was a little bit miscommunication. If you're going to switch. Thought about it, and then both AD and Gabe, same guy, and left Trey open. So, yeah, this was tough because yourself again with the turnovers. It was just hard enough to win, but poor execution down the stretch on both ends. Just still something they got to do.
Is that something, James, where they just lost by 41 a couple days ago, by 29 the day before that?
You should see his face. He's looking like, hey, get these old ass, get these scrub ass niggas out of here. His face says a lot.
38 points. The big two came to play. And I wanted to say there's no way we're going to lose to this young, very much improved, very active defensively Atlanta team, Geet. And yet it happened. It also hurts that you had two really good efforts from two Lakers who have been struggling. Vincent, he was solid tonight. Max Christie, the blocked shot that sent the game into overtime. So those two guys are playing well too. Max unfortunately fouls out in overtime. We have your big two and the two supporting guys playing so well, just cannot come up with the W, Geet. Losers of 7 of their last 9, as you see at the bottom of their screen there. It's trouble right now. Yeah, there's also lack of execution and regulation.
The Lakers go 1 of 3 on the road trip. Let's hear from JJ Redick. He's speaking with Mike Trudell.
No, we don't want to hear JJ Redick. Oh yeah, this is who I want to hear right here. Hold on, let's get to Jay Reed from Akron. Since they want me to praise his little bitch ass triple double he got.
10-11 for LeBron in defeat. Let's go inside the Lakers locker room. He's with Mike.
LeBron, clearly the level of competition and energy was a lot better than the previous games. Did you feel like it comes down to late game execution? What stood out to you tonight?
They made a couple more plays than we did.
How did you feel about the response from the way you could play in Miami?
We just played how you were supposed to play.
He got short answers tonight, Jay Reed. Last night he got short answers.
Get all back in one night. But there was a whole play late, the turnover miscue, and then the inbounds where he got wrapped up. Like, how do you guys give one another
job to I can't mess with teammates do. I got the block off Daniel's hands. Got the ball back. And the ball. They did a great job tying him up.
Ron, I guess moving forward, you guys are going to be back in LA before going back out on the road. But what can you got the game on Sunday? But what can this kind of stretch after basically being on the road for 2 weeks? You guys, in terms of like resetting and
We leave Thursday, so it's not a week. We leave Thursday, go to Minnesota. So 1 game for one, home for 1 game, and then leaving a few more days after that.
Ron, 39, almost 40, 39-point triple-double. You think the fans that you're really appreciating what you're able to still do?
They gassing that up, man.
They got to. It's LeBron. That's all I want to gas it up for.
At a high level, we all long for every time I go out there. It's very limited on how long I'll play, so I'm just happy to still be able to play the game. I love it.
Dave Drew to start for you guys tonight. Had one of the more productive games since joining the team last year. What I guess did you see from him out there tonight? What can I guess that version of
He played well. He played well. Starting out, he played well.
Last question.
Obviously, it's frustrating.
Excuse me.
What is it? What's it going to take for this team? Where are you seeing?
We have about 5 guys in our top 11 not in uniform.
I'm so tired of hearing
He
that.
break up just now. What he said it?
I'm so tired of hearing that. Oh, we got 5 guys. It's not a uniform. Man, Vanderbilt been in street clothes basically since he been in LA. Let's just keep it real. He's been in street clothes majority of the time. Shamar Moore had a good game last night from the Soul Train. He had a good game.
Shamar Moore?
Yeah, he looked like Shamar Moore. Gabe Vincent.
Ooh.
Soul Train. The one they played on. Yeah. But anyway, he had a good game last night, you know. But at the same time, I'm just so tired of everybody always. We got 5 players. Even if them 5 players was be able to suit up and play, win. Carry on.
Man, I can't hear you, Shamar Moore.
I gotta get the full. I want to get the full interview of this. Hold on.
That man he look at man, y'all be coming up with the craziest thing. Say Shamar Moore.
Yeah, he look like Shamar Moore, man.
If for real, no.
He do look like Shamar Moore, no lie.
For real.
From a
really watch it.
Train.
Yeah, and that even one of them soap opera too. He was one of them. Oh snap, boy, y'all. Hey yo. Hey man, everywhere you go, the guy look alike, man. Oh snap. That one hit me.
And they lost. You heard it what they said. They lost 7 of their last 9 games. Now y'all so-called Jay Reed fans, y'all was bragging. Oh, we the 3, we this, we that, we in the top 6. But now let's just see where the Lakers at now. Since they lost last night, the Lakers are dropped to 12. You see how quickly that turns?
Oh wow!
You see how quickly that is? Just look.
They dropped to 12.
They dropped to 10. They 10.
Oh,
they
10.
Playing where they going to be at. Even if the help, they can get the help from the referees, and they still going to be down there at the bottom. Golden State lost last night. They still at 5 because they was up there. They was great. There was 2, but they dropped quickly down to 5 because they lost last night. The Grizzlies. It's amazing. They still talk about the Lakers, but look at all these teams they could be talking about. Should be talking about
going back to normal, man.
Should
was
be
back
talking
to
about
winning.
the Rockets. They should be talking about the OKC Thunder. They definitely should be talking about the Mavericks. They definitely should be talking about the Grizzlies. Yeah, they gave Golden State a bone. Even the Clippers are 14-10. Even the Phoenix Suns are 12-9. Even the Nuggets are 11-9. Minnesota Timberwolves are 12-10. The Lakers are 12-11. The Spurs are 11-12. The Sacramento Kings are 11-13. Portland Trailblazers are 8-15. Jazz are 5-17. The Pelicans are 5-18. 5-18.
Oh.
You already know the sorriest team in the East is the Wizards.
Oh, Pelicans.
The Hornets are 6-16. Then you got the Sixers. They're 6-15. 12 is the Raptors, 7-16. The Pistons are 9-15. The Bulls are 10-14. The Pacers are 9. They're 10-14. The Brooklyn Nets are 10-13. The Miami Heat are 10-10. The Bucks are 11-11. They are 6th. The Hawks are 5th, 13-11. The Knicks is 14-8. Now imagine if that holds up again. If that holds up, you can see a Knicks and Atlanta matchup in the playoffs again. But this time I think it'll be a different story.
Yeah.
Then you got the Magic. They 16-9. The defending champion Celtics, they are 19-4. And you know, Cleveland, who they don't want to talk about either. They should be talking about all these teams, but they want to talk about these this sorry bum behind Lakers. But you know what? I find it also very interesting, y'all. Well, because when I said what I said when he came to the Lakers on Ticket Channel, y'all don't believe what I said. Just look at the live stream. Just look it up in the archive. Ticket TV. Look up when LeBron James first signed with the Lakers. When Ticket first dropped the news and had everybody on the panel and heard what I said. And it's amazing. Everything I said and since then, the Lakers has been doing exactly what I said it was going to do. Now I said it. If they was going to do what I'm thinking it was going to do, get rid of all the talent that the young talent that we had, and start trading people, and next thing you know, be clutch this, clutch that. Everything I said had turned into fruition, but then at the same time, that made me public enemy number one, because a lot of so-called people, they like to pick and choose. You know, you got some dudes out here that have podcasts like to be messy and shit, act like got women tendencies when it comes to that messiness shit. You know? Y'all rock with that, but then y'all come to me talking about I'm a hater. I need to respect. I need to respect LeBron. I need to respect this. I need to respect that. But everything I've been saying about the Lakers since this man had first came there until now, I don't even talk about the Lakers no more. I don't even hardly talk about the NBA till early in the morning. And I have a round talk with the homies. Other than that, I care less about the league right now, especially the Lakers. Lakers ain't giving me no, man, I'm watching everybody else get down. I'm watching everybody else. They don't even talk about nothing. You want me to sit there and prop up this man because he had a triple-double? You want me to prop up a man who refuses to buy in for the team's benefit?
Refuses to play defense.
Hey,
All of the shots.
what's up with y'all, man?
He ain't played defense since he left Miami, man.
Hey, look, I knew that's what they was gonna make the narrative. LeBron is out his slump. Man, they got their ass beat like they couldn't win with him. In the slump, you can't win, and out of a slump. Do you see? 30-something points, triple-double. He can't, I'm sorry. He can't help AD. Y'all, everybody saying this shit wrong. He can't help AD. AD can help anybody else in the league. Go give AD to Steph. Go see what happens. Go give AD to Anthony Edwards. Go see what happens. Go give AD to Ja Morant. Go see what happens. It's LeBron James that cannot help AD. His points, his impact in the game. When you start getting a certain age, it just happens that the shit you do don't impact the game anymore.
Yeah, big triple-double is obvious.
And especially if you can't stick nobody, bro. Look, ain't that what they kicked Carmelo Anthony out the league for? Yeah, sure, he can score, but shit, look, they putting up 30s on him. Okay, well, LeBron too. Shit, he can score, but they putting up 30s on him.
Get him, man.
How many times have we seen dudes go to the bench because they just offense and now it's defense time, and the coach be like strategic, he like come to the bench and then doing them quick subs, go back in there now, you go back and try to score. Like, come on, that's LeBron James. It's no D, it's no nothing. You don't post to trade buckets. Somewhere in the game you supposed to say, hey, they can't score no more.
Time to lock down.
Y'all have a coach that took out the games in the last 4 minutes of the game because he didn't have defense. That was DJ. You don't know nothing about that shit now. because he was out
Oh,
the
it's Trae
game.
Young wide open. Why is Trae Young is wide open for that shit?
Because look, JJ don't know what to do because he was never in the game in these clutch moments.
Oh, damn.
He was on the bench because he don't have defense. Doc Rivers used to sub his ass out. Get out of here. You can't be up.
And he used to be mad, so he never was focusing on the game. So he never seen it. Got you.
Come on, man. LeBron out there playing middle linebacker defense, but he ain't attacking that. He just like, you know how the middle linebacker be in the middle of the field and he be like scooting to the left, scooting to the right a little bit, scoot back to the left. That's all his ass be out there doing, scooting. But he ain't sticking nobody. He just scooting on defense. Just scooting to the left a little bit. I'm gonna act like I'm a D anymore. Everybody, look, we all know. One thing we know, this is why real people who play basketball can tell. Because we know how to we know how to cheat if we want to. I just don't do it that way. I know how to fake this shit out. I know how to look like I'm playing defense. I know how to look like I'm hustling, but I know how to make it look good, but I'm gonna actually do it though. Everybody know how to make something look like you know what I mean? You ever been at work? You know when people be like, the boss coming, you know, put your head, you over there looking like your ass doing something. all of a sudden, every time your boss look up, you over there trying to make it look like you're doing something. Look, you talking in the hallway with your boy. Yeah, nigga, y'all slapping five, and then you look down the hallway, see your boss coming. You like, yeah, man, get back to this paper. You giving him the warning. Yeah, you know, hard day work, bro. We got to get back to it. You over there looking like your ass doing something, man. You doing shit, but it's moments. You know how to pick your moments, man. That's what I'm saying. And what LeBron James does is pick moments. And what that is, a little chase down block, boom, see, and makes y'all happy and say, see, he playing defense. Get the hell out of here with all these Ole lanes he done gave niggas. Ole, like a nigga moving out the way for a bull. You the bull.
Dyson Daniels done back doing so many times. The impact is not there anymore.
It's not there, bro. When a nigga, when you can score, look, back in the I'm sorry, you hit 6 threes. Like, it's nothing that's devastating that team. Like, you know how you can see it in every game. Someone got to win. You can actually see when that team leaves it. When, like, Steph does something, 3 threes in a row. You're going to see one of those players on the opposite team head go down, shaking his head like, God damn. Like, yep, they're going to lose because that nigga right there with the doubt. All it takes is one.
Here we go. Mm-hmm.
And that's LeBron. That's LeBron. He's the doubt. His energy. You the leader, right? So if I go to the sideline, right, look, they just look. Trae Young, 3. Wow, Trae Young hit the 3. I'm looking at my leader face. I need to see confidence. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at his body language while we all walking. While we all walking after a person hit a 3, I need to see my leader talking about, come on, what y'all looking down for? Come on, shit, it's still clock time. What's up? He ain't doing none of that shit.
Always throwing his hands up. He
always doing that. He doing that shit your daughter do. You know, to the daddy, because you had this little girl, and every time you tell her no, she like, oh, daddy. You like, man, you hate this. But look, LeBron, I don't give a shit about you doing it because you ain't my daughter. You can pop and get whiny all your ass want to, man. You out here pouting. I will never, ever. You know what's gonna go down in history for me? That day that nigga did get fouled by Jason Tatum, but that nigga threw a Walmart tantrum, nigga. That nigga threw a kid Walmart tantrum, nigga. I want that boy.
You want candy?
Boy, that nigga, boy, I want it. I want that new Marvel candy. I want it. Boy, I want that new Iron Man. I want it, Iron Man. That nigga rolled all on the ground.
So, right? So, we don't home for whatever.
Yeah, let me ask the panel something real quick.
Go ahead.
Have y'all ever seen any NBA? Look outside of LeBron. Look, have you ever seen any team that him being a part of, any other NBA player be a part of, quick to pull the trigger on the trade button? Every single time this dude, I have never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, man. That's unprecedented. That's unprecedented.
That is unprecedented, man.
No,
Every
you right.
time
And
we
look,
get
you know what, and I'm gonna tell you, anybody that's like us that watched the game, yes, to say, look, before 2003, let's keep it real. Before 2003, we never seen niggas getting traded like that. Look, you trade championship teams. Nigga trade a champion. Who does that? That's how you get repeats, right? That's how you get dynasties, right? Because you keep the same nucleus and you keep the same superstar. That's what you do. And you run it back. LeBron doesn't do that. Look, he don't care if he's up in the seed. Look, he can be the number 1 seed on any coast. Guess what? Every time it's getting close to that All-Star break, that trade deadline, he gonna do some trade. He just got to. It's like, I just got to do a trade. I don't give a fuck. I just love trading niggas. He like a damn slave master. That nigga love trading niggas.
Oh, how you gonna build continuity as soon as you get to a certain point, everybody gelling, and all of a sudden they gone. And if he'd have done it so much that people don't even want to be invested in it up to that point. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
it'd be like, if I get out here and ball out, this nigga gonna trade me.
Yeah, the application is perfect for your business.
And he's born, bro. 20 years of the same moves. 20 years of the same. Nothing even like we seen different moves. You remember when players used to come back, you'd be like, damn, where you get that from? When he started doing, remember we used to say, when he started shooting that?
Yeah, that's because it's continuity. You cannot build a team when you in a. I have never seen that. You can look in any sport, baseball, basketball, football, hockey. When have you ever seen when you got a franchise that you may make minor changes, but when they get to trade deadline, you always got a blockbuster trade. They doing it right now. 20-some games into the season, he already talked about a trade.
I'll keep it. I'll take it a step higher. When have you ever seen the media propagate for a player? Not it. When have we ever seen the media propagate for certain player? He needs help narrative. He needs help narrative. Have you ever seen that? He needs help narrative. I
can go back right now and show y'all.
Times when D Wade before he before they ended up forming the Big Three, I remember Stephen A. Smith getting on ESPN was saying that D Wade needs help. Like, this man needs help. And then the next summer, boom, that's when you have the infamous, ESPN buck dancing of a super.
I'm gonna tell you. I think that's all. I think we went back. I think you went. I don't think you went back far enough. That's still too new school. Look, let me tell y'all what they used to do. It was none of this. That nigga needs some help and shit and all this help talk. Period. No, back in the day, they held a star accountable and that coach accountable. Those were two niggas that I used to hear when I used to listen to sports. They would be like, they either need to move this coach, they'd be like, they need to get it together over there. It wasn't go trade for the superstar from this team, bro. I'm going to be 1,000. Nobody said go get this nigga a superstar. They said they need to figure that out. When Magic will lose, they'll be like, Magic got to figure that out. They didn't say go get this nigga some help. He still had that team. He figured it out. Somewhere in the middle of that season, they'll get to going, bro. Tracy McGrady, all back in the days, bro, they need to figure it out. When Kobe Bryant had that bum-ass team that almost put They didn't say go get that nigga some help. They said Kobe got to figure that out. This is what Kobe asked for. Kobe said he could do it without Shaq. They didn't say go get him no help, so I ain't going with what it was just said. No, they said the nigga who was over there talking about I'm a superstar, I'm on the bag, he better win with these niggas that we just gave his ass. Nope. And then you just got to wait till draft or some other shit come about or another nigga want to leave his team. That's it.
Now that's the part I want to drive home there, Trey. What you just said. They didn't do that running around in free agency. You went and you had your scouts out there looking for somebody that could fit the mold. Get them dirt cheap. Get them in there. Build them in the system. That's how you built the team up. You didn't go get a ready-made just as water superstar. You didn't go do that. You went and got the people and you worked them through the system to get them that way. That's why Scottie Pippen was the way he was. You look, that's the way Anthony Hardaway and Shaq got together. That was organic. You look at the
Joe
Celtics.
Dumars, Isaiah, all them dudes, man, just got good on their own, bro. It wasn't no go get that nigga. They just got together in jail, bro, and played basketball. All this begging a motherfucker to play with you. Please help me, nigga. This is what LeBron loves. See, this is why LeBron loved that mix all-star. I just let me pick who I want. Ain't no East, because you know why? Because I can't talk to the nigga over there that I want to trade. See, this is how he do it. He go to all-star games and talk to niggas about trades, because we seen Kyrie and motherfucking Kevin Durant do it in the hallway. Nigga, they got 2 max deals, nigga. And we see what these niggas do. These niggas. And they go to the Olympics and the USA things together, and they talk about trades. And in the offseason, that's what these niggas do. In the offseason, these niggas be with each other, trying to figure out how to get a bag for each other. They're cheap. That's why these niggas admire LeBron. You know why? Because they say they figured it out. They said, man, I admire really what it is. They say I admire LeBron. What they say? Player empowerment, and how he do. Because he's chipping the game. They like, I want to fool you niggas like him too. I want to fake like I'm being great and get the bag. That's why they admire LeBron, because he made niggas settle for less. That's why they like him, because now we don't hold them to the standard. These other fans don't hold their superstars to the standards that we used to hold ours to. That's why they love LeBron, because they like, yeah, nigga, now we ain't got to do too much. They calling you the GOAT. You ain't even got as many rings as nigga. So now I know I can get past. Look, everybody else can get past all the other small figures. I can get past Magic. I can get past. Feel me? Now, y'all, now it's cool to talk about niggas that's really better than you. Y'all, they gonna make their era better, because they want to be known as better as the real greats. So that's why some of these niggas kiss his ass, because he's giving them a lane.
You know what LeBron is? He remind me. I know y'all have been through this. He that dude that be when you go and play pickup. He that dude. He might have some skill, but he ain't got no bag, and he'll sit around for everybody else, and then he be like, "I got old boy over here." You don't even know the dude. Like, man, I don't want to play with that dude. You know what I'm saying? He just picking everybody that got a bag, and nobody really feeling him like that.
He picking everybody that can do what the fuck he can't.
He can't do, and nobody feeling it.
That's what he doing. See, I didn't grow up in that era. If I couldn't do something, man, I swear, if I seen a nigga, if we was somewhere playing, and I seen a nigga, I'm like, damn, I need to learn how to do that shit. I didn't sit, I'm gonna pick him up on my team. No, I went and learn how to do that shit, and I couldn't wait. Guess what? We play that nigga again, I'll be like, you the reason why I'm doing that shit, nigga. Yeah, you the reason why I'm doing that. Yeah. Straight up, I see your ass bust that move, nigga. Now I'm on that shit. Or if it was defense, I want to learn. It ain't about going to grab no defensive man. Nigga go eat me up. I'm mad. Nigga, I don't like this nigga to score like fucking 25 points on me, nigga.
That's how LeBron is. He's that dude that might have had some skill, but he ain't had a bag for the dudes that he picked up. And that's how they was.
See, and all you do is use LeBron for what he can do. Nigga, stop all this extra shit. Yeah. You trying to cover up this shit, getting rebounds. Nigga, AD looking at you. Everybody watching you get the rebound on your team. Letting you get the rebound. Nigga, they ain't even going for it. Like Kobe told your ass years ago, let your teammates do their job. Let your point guard bring the ball down. Let your center and your power forward rebound. Like, damn, nigga, stop doing my job. That's why you a bit. He needs some help. I don't need no help. I need to get the fuck out of my way so I can do my job.
He need to come out the bench.
Yeah. Not only that, I tell you, my dad used to say all the time, look, there's a difference between a pumped up cruiserweight and a true heavyweight. There's a difference. And he's a pumped up cruiserweight. He's not a true heavyweight. Not like the ones we've seen. He's not. He do it with a lot of smoke and mirrors, man. And it's showing now, and he ain't got the good sense to get out while the getting is good. He ain't got the good sense to say, hey, man, I need to leave that alone.
Damn, drop all the way down to the 10th seed, y'all. And they was sitting there bragging to me, talking about we talking, yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear it, man. All these excuses for this guy, man. This man has the most excuses, and the media having his back, of course, because the reason why the media have his back because he endorsing, he It's just obvious. He's paying these people off, man, because I know nobody asked him Will Quest. Ain't nobody I never heard that one person sit there and call this man out publicly. Or if they do call him out publicly, they quickly resign and rescind and apologize and speak a whole new tune. So that's why another reason why they lost NBA fans, because it is not like how it used to be anymore, where they used to cover all the T's. Now it's just LeBron and everybody else, And then once they have them on TV playing, then all of a sudden they're gonna do a little something for them for that. But other than that, there's so many teams that need to be talked about right now, and the Lakers are totally it's not the team that they need to be talking about. The Lakers are more on the Lakers are on TV more than any other team in the NBA. For what? Did they win a championship? No, they ain't won a championship in 4 years. But why in the hell they should get more TV time than everything else? It's all good. Go ahead, man. I'll be back.
They hustling backwards, man. They are hustling backwards, man. I don't see. You see where they dropped the league pass? I know that we about a quarter of the season in, but they slashed the price like half price, man. I'm like, they gotta know that this is killing them. Man, you hustling backwards. You hustling backwards. And you got all these young stars. You got not only that, but you got international players. Now that'd be an argument for a different day, but you got these international players that's coming over here, and they're not even promoting them like that. I mean, this is a bad situation, man. Bad. You got shoddy product, crappy advertising, and your Big Mac or Whopper or your flagship item is trash. How do you expect that to go? You know what I mean? I don't get it. That's bad business. Anybody, if you got a burger stand, you know better than how to advertise and promote your product better than this, man. Come on.
Yeah, but the thing is, it ain't gonna get better, man. It's gonna continue to get worse, and everything. It's going, man. The NBA is slowly. It's been fastly dissolving, like real quick, like in front of everybody, and everybody ain't recognized it yet. But it's declining, and they ain't got nobody to blame for themselves, man. They hold on to old parts instead of out here publicizing the new talent they got in the league. But no, they got to hold on to this old behind dude in this thing. It ain't about basketball no more. Now it's about storylines. It ain't about what you do on the court. It's just about your swag and all this, man. It ain't got nothing to do with the game. So
it's 1990s WWE type promotion, man. That's what it is. It's about, I don't know, man. I don't. You know something else too, T. Price? They don't even like the up and coming talent in college. They used to kind of would dovetail it in between NBA broadcasts. You know what I'm saying? Where they would put up projected picks to a team and how that would help the team. They don't even do that no more. They spend 90% of the time talking about a guy that's 40 years old, jacking up threes, and not play. I ain't never seen nobody not play defense like that, man. That is a shame.
I've been said this years ago, man. Like, you can look at the Lakers and tell that they don't practice. You can just tell. I could tell when the team practices.
You're exactly right.
They don't practice. You can tell that they don't practice just because it's all sloppy. It's no cohesiveness. It ain't no plays drawn up, X's on as they like to call it, X's and O's, but it's not even like that no more, man. So it is what it is.
But just to build off what you just said, Like that play last night when they let Ice Trey get that shot off. If they had practiced, that's repetition. That's muscle memory. You would, what's his name? Would have never came off of him to let AD get on him. That should have been a lock. That should have been a lock. That shows you they don't practice that. You're exactly right. Because you would know that. You need to sit down on that. Coach will tell you if you did that in practice, he'd be like, you don't move. You don't move. Especially on their number one shooter. That don't even make no sense, man. That ain't make no sense. But, it's the product they putting out there. I guess you live by the sword, you die by the sword. They messing this up bad. Bad.
Yeah, and not only that, college basketball, a lot of people don't think this though, but college basketball been replacing the NBA for a while, because even you got women's college basketball, you got men's college basketball games, they are seen at a higher clip than a darn NBA game. And that's a shame. You shouldn't be going backwards. So it shouldn't be going backwards, man. Hey, just hold it down. I'll be right back. I got to check on this food.
All right. So I guess I'm left in here by myself till T Price come back. I had an idea when I looked at this, and I wish Gigi was up here so she could reaffirm this. But I was watching, I watched that game, and then I was talking to my older sister. One of my older sisters is a very avid basketball fan. Her favorite player was Walt Frazier. So we were talking about that, and I said, well, do you think Jordan is LeBron in the Jordan conversation? And something that I figured out is that a lot of, you can look at women as far as sports, spectators, a lot of them got enough sense to know they can understand the okie doke. They see the real deal. And I've all of my aunts, all of my cousins, my age, and my older sister was like, it ain't no choice. I mean, it ain't even close. So when you look at it now, the people that be out here jockstrap sniffing for LeBron is some moist dudes. That's it. Nobody else is saying that but them. And that's crazy.
But the teams that need to be talking about, though, if they don't talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. They need to be talking about the Cavaliers, first of all, because they have the best record in the league. You still got to talk about the champions, the Boston Celtics, the Knicks. They got to be talking about them. They can be talking about the Bucks, how they turn. I mean, there's so many storylines, even in the West. Look at the West. You don't hear them talking about the Houston Rockets. You don't hear nothing about the Dallas Mavericks. And Luka just now is coming back because Kyrie was holding down the fort. You didn't hear nothing about the Dallas Mavericks and how Kyrie's kept them afloat. They gave the Golden State Warriors a bone, but that's about it. They gave Phoenix Suns a bone, and that's it. But it's still about these Lakers, and I don't see it because Oklahoma City Thunder, they're 17-5. The Rockets are 15-8. The Dallas Mavericks are 15-8. The Grizzlies are 15.
That should be a story. That should be a story in itself because they tried to submarine in Udoka, and now he came back and look at he building a franchise from scratch. Really, and really he building it from scratch. They ain't even talking about that.
Of course they're not.
When you
go ahead, man.
Just when you were saying about when you went down the records in the East, people look at that and say, well, the East is weak. Flip side of that coin is they actually competitive because everybody is there on the same level. It ain't like a bunch of 3 and XYZ number teams, win teams. You know what I mean? Everybody's there bumped together. So you either look at that, you can say it's weak, but the flip side of that coin is it's competitive. So, I mean, that's a whole nother angle you could talk about. Other than some dude that spend more time arguing with the referees than they do playing defense.
I never forget.
I've never seen that, man.
I forgot who they was playing, but I think this was it had to be last week. They was playing somebody, and the other opposite, and the opposing team was taking the ball. The point guard was bringing up the ball. LeBron was walking, so he thought he was going to check in. LeBron was going to guard, and LeBron literally let the dude drive past him, and it was just complaining to a referee. I'm so tired of seeing that. I mean that, but this is the thing though. But this is my thing. You know, we all tired of seeing that, but at the same time, Adam Silver been letting this man get away with this his whole entire career. His whole entire career, they let this man just get away with everything. I honestly, his first 7 years, I didn't see all that traveling and all that other stuff. Like LeBron was trying to get it in. He was trying to make a name for himself. But as soon as he went to Miami, and ever since then until now, it's just been ugly. I mean, I'm sorry.
It's manufactured, dude. It's manufactured, man. It is not real. It's like it's like you remember back in the day when you had the Firebird and then you had the Trans Am. You could get the Firebird that looked like a Trans Am, but it wasn't a Trans Am. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't. It didn't have all the goodies, all the intricate parts to make it a Trans Am. That's what they're doing, and it's killing them. It's killing it, man. I can't even watch it no more. I took your advice and started watching college basketball. I got my notepad out, watching, taking notes, saying, "Oh, this team right here, man. Okay, now I see." Because I got away from that around 2013, 2014. Now I just got to the point I can't watch the NBA no more, man. I can't watch it. It'll turn into something else. Something else. Not what I'm used to seeing.
I'm about to watch Juju Watkins. I'm about to watch them. About to watch USC going against Oregon girls on the Big Ten Network. That's the game I'm about to watch. Cause you know it's championship weekend in college football, the conference, the Big 12, Arizona State, they killed Iowa State, so they Big 12 champions, so they be going to the college playoff. But all the good games come on later tonight.
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm hearing I don't really get a real, because the Seminoles is trash. So I live in Seminoles country. I don't see them talking us, so I ain't really got nobody down here to talk trash to about, because I'm a diehard Gator fan. So they just be like, man, we ain't got nothing to say. I'm like, all right, man, I ain't gonna punch down on them. But yeah, shoot, we can get some people from YouTube and go beat them. They ain't got nothing to say. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
But yeah, man. With that, I do want to ask you this, T. Price, before I jump off. Do you think some of the bashing that Bronny he deserves, or is it just more so that people tired of LeBron? Is it Bronny or LeBron? I did want to ask you that.
What is that?
When people talk about Bronny, they a lot of time go in, yeah, he's not good. He's not good. But I think he gets too much of the going after him, like Bronny, he's a bum, this, that, and the other. But I don't see him coming out here pumping his chest out. It's almost like he just doing it to be doing it. Yes, he could.
It's the Juju Watkins show. about to do this game right here. About to do the Ugly Ducks. But yeah, he don't say anything. But at the same time, his dad put him up in that spotlight. His dad was the one that said that he's sitting there watching NBA League Pass and you see Bronny can come in and get playing time for the Lakers, and he said it's laughable right now. Now imagine the joke is back on you now. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, just me personally, until Bronny come out here and say something that kind of pop my feathers, I don't believe he should be getting as much vitriol. But I do believe he should have came out and said, you know what, bump that. I'm riding with my dogs. I'm going to play games. I don't care if I don't perform. I'm still going to be there. It'd be a better look. I don't know if that's LeBron doing that. Huh?
Yeah. No, that was saying they just fouled Juju. I said, that's a foul. She talking about, I didn't do it. Girl, you smacked her on the wrist.
But I just wanted to hit you with that, man. I just don't think until he do something to make me be, raise my eyebrow like, man.
I don't care. He's still a Make-A-Wish Foundation kid to me. I don't give a damn.
I agree with that, but I don't think he should be getting the hefty part of it. LeBron should.
Yeah.
Because he could have.
Much is given, much is required, and he ain't earned it.
Yeah, he ain't that. Well, I guess he could have. He could have said, "Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that."
So I really think this is just my honest opinion. You know how you got some parents that tell their kids what they're gonna do in their careers, and they end up doing exactly what their parents wanted them to do, and everything like that. Yeah, I think he's like that. He's not the type to be like, you know what, Dad, with all due respect, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can honestly respect about my father, was that he was just like, whatever you want to do in life, I'll support you as long as you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? If you don't go to college, even if you just go out there, be a good citizen and work hard and treat people right. You know what I mean? And treat people how you want to be treated. You know what I mean? So I just don't see that from him. I just see it's him or the highway kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what it is.
Yeah, I look at that. I've been around that too, where I've had
bad pass
nieces and nephews, and come back, and when you really sit down and talk to them, they were like, I really wanted to be a social worker, but they, you know what I mean? But they, they're in the medical field, and I'll be sitting there listening to them. That's the reason why I said I got a little bit of leeway for Bronny, because of what you just said right there, because I've seen that up close and personal. You know what I mean? That they were like, I really didn't want to do that. Maybe he did get a contract. He did make history. So I just don't like to come down on him like that, because his dad been doing this since he was in high school. Wasn't him. That's like I told my son a whole lot of stuff. He got to the point he said, listen, I'm doing my own shit. And I was like, cool. So, that part. But I ain't gonna hold you up, man. Good broadcast, man. I just wanted to ask you that.
I'm just channel surfing around. I'm just watching these college games, man. That's all I'm doing. I'm watching these girls get down right now. I watched the men get down earlier. I watched K-State and St. John's, and St. John's won. And I'm watching this game right here.
Yeah, I watched.
All the good games have come on to, like, let me see. Okay, USC and Washington, Michigan State. Okay, that's girls, that's women. Let me see, ABC. Yeah, Clemson played SMU. That's at 5. That's going to be 8 in the South. Let's see, they hold any games on Fox? No, because Fox got they showing the girls games tonight. Butler played Houston. That comes on at 2:30, and then that's on ESPN too. Oh yeah, Georgia played Florida. I mean Georgia played Texas at 1:15. So matter of fact, it's about to come on. So we might as well. They doing this is round 2 because Georgia blew them out in their own court. Here we go.
Be huge for them. Of course, he scored 3 touchdowns in the first matchup.
Let me turn my volume down because I ain't trying to get no strikes.
Hey, let me ask you this, T. Price. What do you think was that you've seen the best college championship game you ever saw?
Man, I seen a lot of them, man. I seen that one with what that was like North Carolina Villanova when they won at when they won at the buzzer. That was a good one. Who else? Oh, when Duke beat Butler in the national championship when Gordon Hayward almost banked home a half court 3 at the buzzer. That was a good game. That was a good game between Duke and Butler, and I'm not even a fan of Duke.
Where you rate the Keith Smart and Ronnie Cycli final?
Oh, I was little with that. I remember that happened. I was a little boy when that happened. When they beat
Syracuse.
That's when they beat they beat Derek Coleman, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Was Sherman Douglas on that squad?
Yep, Sherman Douglas is on there too. Sure was. So yeah, when I look back at the old games, the 5 Slammer Jammer, that one, yeah, that was another one.
The one that Michigan went on against Seton Hall when Glenn Rice put out one of the best shooting displays in the tournament history. That man was on fire.
Yeah.
You remember that year? Michigan could beat Illinois. Illinois beat them 3 times.
Yep.
And then they faced them.
Go back to the.
It was a different story.
And then you had all the damn UNV. I got a old UNLV starter in the closet and stored. I love those teams too. Back there, man, Stacey Ogman. All of them.
They got cheated when they played Duke. They didn't want them to beat
Yeah.
They didn't want them to beat Duke.
No, it wouldn't have looked good.
They beat everybody else, and they beat the Duke. Mind you, they beat Duke the year before by 30-some points in the national championship game.
Yep.
The year before.
Sure did.
All of a sudden, they get to play Duke, and they got like they couldn't beat them. I thought that was really weird.
Yeah.
They didn't like Gary Tarkanian. Y'all just think, hey, and for y'all people just thinking they don't like black coaches, in college basketball, shoot, there was some white coaches they didn't like either. And Jared Tarkanian was the main one I could think about. They definitely didn't like him.
No, they let him go into obscurity. Then you got to go to the Razorback run. The Razorback run was cool.
Oh yeah, but Nolan Richardson.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching them.
When they had Big Nasty, Corliss Williamson, Corey.
Yep.
I mean, them boys.
Yes,
them
man.
Boys good. They had that dude named from Tulsa. What was his name? Clint McDaniel. They had Clint McDaniel on that squad. Yeah, I remember the Arkansas days, even before them, when it was Lee Mayberry and Todd Day.
Yeah, Todd Day. Why did he washed in the league, man? Didn't he get into some kind of trouble or something, if I remember?
I don't think he did. Hey, a lot of times though too, because you got to think about it. Back then, you only had one shot to prove that you
only had one.
If you didn't,
you didn't have the access we got right now. But right, yeah, I thought he did get into some kind of.
No, I never looked him up. I like the Todd Day. I like what he's doing. I'm liking what he's doing right now too, because they just showed him what. Let me look him up. Todd Day. I forgot what I was watching. They was talking about Todd Day. He's from Little Rock. He's from Little Rock, Arkansas.
If I ain't mistaken, I might be wrong. It was some little. I think it was a minor scandal, but it did affect him when he got into the league.
Oh yeah, he said
You
Pat
have-
Riley kicked me out the league when they put me in the ground, and I'm still free. Like I didn't get the game all I could. Todd David Clayton on the time in the NBA scene as he only spent 8. He spent 8 seasons in the league.
Yeah, it was something there that happened. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I gotta look it up because if you look it up, if you Google search it, there's this guy who I like to listen to. Guy, what's his name? Let me look him up again. Stunt Your Growth. He has players that he do a lot of videos of players who stunted their growth. And this is the one he did an episode on this on April 2nd, 2024. And it's a little bit of it right here.
Number 10, Todd Day. 6'7" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. Number 10, Todd Day. Tennessee, number 10, Todd Day.
Todd Day was cold though.
Yeah, he was a nice wingman. He was a nice wingman.
Then they showed 6'6", 6'8", 6'9".
I think he was 6'7", wasn't he?
By the time he left his senior year, he was 6'9".
Okay, yeah, grown. But yeah, he was a nice wingman.
Mm-hmm. Todd Gray was that dude, man. He was. I used to like him as a player. Here comes Georgia in the SEC. Texas, they about to do it again. Who you got this game, bro? I think Georgia gonna get these boys again because Georgia always play good when they back against the wall.
Man, you asking me to flip a coin, man. I'm gonna go with you. If you say Georgia gonna do that, I'm gonna go with you. I might have to flip a coin on that one, man. That one there, I don't know.
Yeah, actually flipping the coin right now. I ain't about to get this game going. Georgia versus Texas, man. Shout out to my boy Vaughn. I know the homies down there in Texas. I know they lit right now. I know Atlanta is lit right now too. Whenever time the SEC tournament, okay, it's the football or the basketball, when it comes to Atlanta, they be lit. Georgia be lit.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta ATL gonna be traffic gonna be out the yin yang.
I was thinking about some of them guys that came out back in the day, man, that just was killers, but just didn't get it off the ground, man.
My boy Lee Mayberry, and what was my boy's name too? Oh, he went to Arkansas though. Sidney Moncrief.
Oh yeah. A lot of people don't even know how special he was to the Milwaukee Bucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
He built a lot of that. A lot of people don't. When you say names like that, people don't, because they stuck in this general where they looking at video games and looking at rosters, and it only go back 20 years. When you can go back 30, 40 years, you know what I'm saying? You like, wait a minute, y'all just saying stuff.
Texas getting the ball first. Georgia kicking off. So Georgia gonna receive the second half. And for y'all those who want to know where this game is on, it's on ABC. SEC championship game. Let's go. Oh, he decided to run it out. Hit his ass. That was dumb. I don't know what he was thinking about.
You know one thing about Texas that always bothered me as far as them?
What's that?
they never, their defensive line, they always try to be like slender. Not slender, but you know, they too much on pass rushing, but they don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? They got a different way. They got that 3-4 type thing that's not working for them. It's always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's never worked for me as far as them. That's just my opinion on it, but it never worked like that.
We got Sarkisian as their coach now. You might see Archie Manning in this game. Nice tip. Get him. He fumbled. Oh man, Texas looking shaky. Georgia bringing that pressure. Georgia said, no, not today. It's amazing. I'm from the state of Georgia. And it took me to lead Georgia for them to win championships. It's just like when I lived in Kansas, the Chiefs didn't win nothing, and the Warriors didn't win the championship. It took me to lead Kansas for the Kansas City Warriors to win the championship. They won one. And the Chiefs been doing their thing. All that time I lived in Kansas growing up, they never won nothing.
Well,
I saw Kansas Jayhawks win when I was little with Danny Manning.
Yeah, that was a good run. What was his running mate, man? I can't think of his name right now. He got so many of them because he had a nice little running mate.
They call it Danny and the Miracles.
But yeah, I've been a Chiefs fan since '84, so I don't say nothing no more. I get a lot of hate mail from the damn Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers and all that. I don't say nothing no more. I say I told y'all back in 2014 what was gonna happen. So I don't even acknowledge them no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm all the way back there to Steve the Bird.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's when I started watching the games back in '83, '84. They were replays, but you know what I mean. Yeah, been a Chiefs fan. So I don't say too much now because you got so many people come out there and be like, "Hey, I'm a Chiefs fan," and then be like, "Man, you can't tell me nothing about the history of it." That's how I know you ain't no Chiefs fan.
I remember when the Chiefs guy ended up getting Joe Montana. I remember when the Chiefs ended up getting Larry Johnson. Throwing up Rock Nation. Trent Green. And
you remember, what was his name? Delaney? Remember Delaney died after trying to save that girl? That he ended up drowning and saving that girl? The running back? Yeah, all back there. You gotta go back to Derek Thomas. You gotta go all the way back there.
I remember when he caught in an accident. I remember that because one of my friends, his dad was a pastor too, and he was telling me about that. Derek Thomas, that was crazy. He passed.
Yeah, it was sad. It was sad, man. 7.5 sacks in one game. That still ain't been.
Man. That man had 7.5 sacks in the game.
In one game. Yeah.
Who they played against?
That was against. Because you got to go back to, that was when, right before they, I want to say it was Seattle, but I might be wrong. Because remember the Seahawks, before they divided that up, was in the AFC West.
West, yeah, they used to be there. The Seahawks used to be in the
AFC West. Right, but it was early in his career, so it might have been Seattle. I may be wrong. I'm not sitting in front of the computer to verify it, but yeah, everybody know he got 7.5 sacks in one game.
Yeah.
You ought to be best. I got an old starter jersey of him. Like when him and Shannon Sharp got into it. Yeah, a lot of people don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I couldn't stand Shannon Sharp on the Broncos.
He won with the Broncos and he won with the Ravens too, right?
Yeah, he won. He got 3 rings. He won 2 with the Broncos and 1 with the Ravens.
Because that's when they had my boy from Georgia, the running back.
Oh, the one that put on the heavyweight belt.
Interception. Interception. That's a flag on the play. Oh no. We about to see what this bullshit gonna be. Yep, that's a pick. That's a pick. That's a pick. Georgia get the football.
You said that's on ABC, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get this over here.
There's
You know, but yeah,
on the coast, it's Channel 9.
Okay, got it. Not let me do that. You called me. I would have loved to see that. But I'm not. I'm gonna go with what you said, but I don't think they're gonna get. I never liked the way Texas. They always do that. They always come up short.
Only time they didn't come short when they had Vince Young.
Yeah, well, that's the only time I can say. I said I was sitting here thinking that when I said what I just said, but yeah, but he carried a heavy load.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen so many football. Georgia dropped so many footballs this year.
Well, that region, I'll say this, man, that region, I love. Have you been to Alabama?
Yeah, I've been to Alabama before.
Yeah, my people's from Anniston and Selma.
I've been all the way down to Auburn because that's how I ended up getting a job working, cleaning up with this crew by working the Auburn game. And I was in a
Montgomery.
I ended up working on this road crew. It was all ladies too. It was like 8 girls, it was 9 girls. I was the only guy. They did have a guy. Mm-hmm. They did have a guy, but he decided not to. And then they saw me working and everything like that. And I was just doing it just to get some money in my pocket. They was like, hey, why just make some side money? You can just work with us. And every home game that Auburn does, and we did all the home Auburn and LSU games. And I was like, cool. I was like, yeah, I'm down. And everything like that. I went in and the lady hired me. The boss man was like, yeah, hire him. So he's gonna be with y'all. Man, we had so much fun. They all like my sisters, man. I ain't never messed around with them. One of them girls, man, not another.
Yeah, it was a different. Yeah, my sister lived in. My sister, we would go when we as kids. We would go back to Selma because our grandparents lived down there. My parents, we would go down there all the time. But my sister I was shooting ball, man, and tore my foot up. So I was off. And she was like, you want to come down and just hang out? I was like, bet. I went down there, man. in Montgomery, because it was just then. It was still woody, but it was starting to build up, and it looked totally different than when I used to go down there as a kid. And it was some of the coolest people down there, man. I was like, man, they was like, you not from out there? I'm like, no, I'm from up north. Well, yeah, it's something else. I haven't been down there in a good while, but those were some good people down there, man. No doubt about it. I went to the AutoZone, man, to get some stuff to clean up the car, and there was some healthy women in there, man. Yeah, I wouldn't mind visiting that again. Still got people down there, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But shit, it's different, man. I'm hanging out in Florida now. I'm talking to my people in Ohio, man. They like up there freezing to death. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to go back there. I ain't trying to freeze no. That in mind, man. You gonna do a recap? Because I want to catch this game, but
I've been
shoot,
sitting here. I ain't, I'm just chopping it up. I ain't doing that. I'm just sitting here, man.
I ain't meaning,
This gonna be my only. This gonna be my,
prohibit the broadcast because I ain't looking at it like you. I'm just sitting here chilling, talking.
I'm just sitting there watching it, man.
So, with you up there, you in Oregon, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is it up there? Because I got cousins that were in the military, and they were up there in Omaha, Nebraska, close to that, I think.
Nebraska's close. Nebraska's in the Midwest. That's Kansas.
Well, I mean, they talk about going to Seattle when they were in the military, so in Oregon, up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Seattle is like, Seattle. Wait a minute, because I'm 4 hours from Portland, so in Portland and Seattle is close. It's close. It's a whole lot closer. But hold on, let me see how far I am from. Let me see how far I am from Portland. They got your ass. This gonna be a defensive game, I think. But you got to play the game. Okay, let me see here. And then they go to. Let's go over here. And let's go Seattle. Bro, I'm only 6 hours from 6 hours and 21 minutes from Seattle.
I've never been to the Midwest. I've been up through New York, Chicago, Detroit, down south. I've never been out.
To the West Coast, you mean? Northwest?
I've never been to the West Coast, man. The closest I've been is Houston, and that don't count.
I mean, West Coast is nice. Washington is nice too, but they sell taxes is so fucking high. They sell taxes ridiculous out there. So that's why a lot of people been coming to Oregon, because there ain't no taxes here in Oregon.
Yeah, it's no taxes down here like that.
Washington State is more diverse though. It's 100 times more diverse. Washington and California, they way more diverse than it is in Oregon. A lot of people got to remember, Oregon was one of the last states to actually let black people come stay. They only have one.
Historically, yeah, it is. It is. You exactly right. You exactly right. Like I said,
but you remember, a lot of people don't know this, but they were doing this experimental. They was experimenting, putting black people out here with white people, and they thought the white people was going to kill the niggas and all that stuff. But some of the white people start falling in love with some of the black people that was moving out here. So that plan ended up from the government ended up blowing up in their face.
Yeah. I after talking to my cousins that was in the military that traveled out there, they were like, man, it's a lot of opportunities, but see, Bryce, that was better part of 25 years ago. So I don't, I can't really say nothing about that as far as that in modern times. They was
out here in Oregon, Washington, California. Yeah, it is opportunities. That's no lie about that.
I was just saying that because they were telling me that, and I remember that back in the mid to late 90s. They come back and they were like, "Hey, I'm a high old dude." You know what I'm saying? I'm out there turning corners, all that good stuff. I knew where all the juke joints was at. I ain't know nothing about that. Yeah. Like I said, you can hop around and find out what works and what don't work. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, because when I came out here, man, I was already prepared what I was getting myself into, and that's one thing I was blessed about. My dad was in the military, and us living in other countries and being overseas and coming back to the States, and just being in the military in general, that just looked at me different. Touchdown. Nope. He dropped it. But anyway, that just taught me a lot about racism and everything like that. But hey, it is opportunity out here because Washington, definitely, especially Seattle. One thing I do miss about living in Washington is taking a ferry. Take the ferry to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a ferry anywhere. Only place you can't take a ferry to in the state of Washington is you go to Spokane or you go up on the mountains because there's no ferries out there. You need a vehicle.
That's interesting. That's interesting because shoot.
My homeboy, he dated a girl that stays out in all the way out in Bellingham. I used to live in Bellingham, Washington, and he stayed in Tacoma. And on the weekends, on Friday night, he takes a ferry. And the ferry takes him to Seattle. And then he ended up getting on this bus that takes him straight to Bellingham. I forgot. It's called the boat bus. That's what it's called, the boat bus. The boat bus, and they're taking on anywhere that you got to go.
That's interesting that you say that because down here where I stay on 98, and then it's hop, skip, and the jump to Front Beach Road, and I stay maybe half a mile from Pier Park, and they got a shuttle that comes here, picks you up, and it's everything from Dave the Buster to dealers to multiple theaters, every store you can think of. Mm-hmm. They got a what they call that, Paula Deen restaurant. I ain't never going in there, but you got all. Yeah, man, it's a if you see it, Pier Park is basically it's like going to like a strip mall on steroids. And they got you can, if you live within any like vicinity of it, they got shuttle buses that take you there. You ain't gotta drive. You go up there. BW3 is one of the biggest ones in the nation. So you like, all right, you go hang out, then you get dropped off, you go right back to your door. People on golf carts, driving everywhere, nobody driving a lot of cars. I mean, you get to where people come down here, they get on the strip, and they want to show off, but it ain't like what I used to see when we hit the strip in Ohio. You know, dudes came out there with the chews, the bows, the bump. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different, but yeah, that convenient. So I understand what you're saying. I don't be messing around. I'll be like, I stay close to my crib. But I would like to come out there and visit the Midwest, because I heard a lot of good stuff about it. About like, man, if you get a spot, it's different out there. I don't know till I see it. So that's how I look at it. But I haven't heard nothing bad about it. Nothing. I can call my cousins now. They be like, "Oh, heck yeah, what you want to do?" I'm like, "Oh Lord, I ain't going with y'all asses. Y'all probably got." We go out there and get hemmed up. I'm like, "Nah, man, I ain't mess with y'all like that." Yeah, it's
and dudes, I'm not gonna be on my boy crazy. My boys, man, your husband, your wife find out what you doing on TikTok, nigga, she gonna shut you down, bro. You know, your girl don't play the radio. I don't understand these dudes, man. My boys be crazy, man. They talking about they on TikTok watching this girl. Like, shoot, them women that do, they be talking and stuff like that, man. Majority of the ones be halfway naked and stuff like that. You think your girl? I'm telling you, man. My boy girl. She into what you call that? She's in the internet. She's in the internet world, but basically, you know how to. I don't know how to call it. She's more of she's like a private investigator. She can investigate anything like phones and people like deleting text messages. Like, she got a degree in doing that.
Right.
I keep telling my boy, man, you're gonna mess around, there's gonna be a sting that you're gonna be arresting your ass. But he keep playing with fire, man. You know how these dudes is, man. They got these good women, man, and don't know what they have until they get caught. And then when they get caught, then they want to be cry me a river.
Let me ask you this. Is he a younger dude?
No, he's my age.
He just ain't crafted like you are, right? A lot of people, you seen that coming. He should know better. You know what, man? Candy is sweet till you start getting the stomach ache. When you get the stomach ache, it ain't all that. She's telling you, hey man, you need to stop eating so much candy. A lot of people do not look at that. A lot of people don't look. I've made, hey man, I done bumped my head plenty of times. And it'll be to a point now where, man, I'll sit back and just watch something and be like, nah, I'm good. I ain't doing that. You know, I don't mind getting on talking about sports, politics, and you know, as far as is like things that's happening in real time, I'll talk about that, but I ain't getting on there putting no bunch of mess on there and me acting a fool. No, no, that's where I draw the line. And I got an Instagram, I got all that stuff, but I don't post nothing. I'm more sitting back there popping popcorn, looking at it, saying this is what I shouldn't be doing. Ain't nothing wrong with like you got a YouTube platform and got a really
now the new game is Rumble. Now you can go on Rumble and speak your mind. You don't have to
I got one of those accounts, but I don't promote it. Maybe I should. But that's only for people that I'm gonna have come on there, man. And I could really sit down and have a decent conversation with, without it being a damn, you know what I'm saying, circus. I ain't with that. I ain't with that. You know, conscious talk makes conscious results. That's how I look at it. If you have conscious talk, you have conscious results. People gonna agree or disagree. But to do this to be to get clicks and views, that is the worst way to go, in my opinion, that you can do it. If you genuinely coming on here and saying, hey man, let's have a forum or let's have a discussion on something, and then we go from there, and it's not sensationalism, somebody out here trying to get clout and all that kind of stuff, fair game. I don't like getting out here trying to say and start a beef with somebody I don't know from Adam's house cat. I ain't doing that. It's gotta be organic. Best I can say. Organic. I always wanted to do stuff like this, but I always felt it needed to be organic. Because nobody gonna vibe with something that you coming out here trying to be a shock jock. Nobody doing that. That's why I kind of, I felt when you open up your platform, I was like, it felt organic. It felt like he just getting on here and start talking and doing his due. You know what I'm saying? That right there, I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, I remember you from the ticket back in the day when I worked at Oceaneering before I got on doing what I'm doing. I was building Ambibicals from scratch. That's the fiber optics and everything. You go to an offshore drilling facility. Okay? I was doing that. And I used to listen to you and Ticket, and I was like, okay, when they got into the basketball, I was like, this dude right here got like some kind of common sense. I know there's some characters on there at that time.
Man, used to be a whole lots of cast of characters.
I worked third shift, so I'm listening to y'all at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, we used to.
Yep, Maz was on there.
That was the crew back then.
My boy Wilk was on there.
Wow.
I remember.
Ill Will.
Ill Will was on there.
Trey. I remember how me and Trey met and stuff, man. Because I remember one day Trey was like, hey, man, I just want to ask you something, bro. I was like, what? He said, did you go up in the church? I was like, yeah, my dad's a pastor. He's like, yeah, I knew it. He was like, I knew it. He's like, I knew it. He's like, I just knew that you was how you talk and how you present yourself, how you carry yourself. He's like, I just knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to listen to y'all. Yeah,
Showtime, C Hill, James. Boy, we used to be on that mother flaming, boy.
I remember one day, Ticket left us on there. It was me, Maz, and who else was on there? Nola Boy. Nola Boy was on there. Man, we talked for about an hour. Just talking. We were just talking, man. It wasn't no disagreement and calling each other out our name or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
I remember there were streams that Ticket didn't even say nothing. We was all just sitting there just chopping it up, and then he'd be like, all right, y'all, I'm about to chop it. We about to shut this down. I'm about to come out with another video. The same ones in here come back on the panel. We was like, yeah, because hey, man, Ticket then he talked the way he gave us. He taught us how to do this and everything like that. And I know people went against him. They went against me. And I remember I used to have some people that used to be here all the time, and they came out, made out channels about me and made up lies about me, and people come, they pick and choose which side they want. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, majority of them went with that side, and I ain't heard from none of them from that other side since. I mean, I might see one comment every blue moon, but like I said before, when one door closes, God just opened up another. And you know, so that's why I just continue to do my thing. That's why I don't be. It's just hard for me to keep up with everybody because everybody's doing content. It's just hard for me to just keep up with everybody, you know, because everybody be doing different things. Like Wills, for instance, he does a different thing. You know what I'm saying? And he has I think he has a stream coming up pretty soon that he's gonna be doing. Like he does something differently. And at least he be doing his thing too. The real easy, he be doing his thing. I miss Tay Brown. Tay Brown, she be doing that. She be doing that MMA. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tay Brown, New York City finest, having y'all do busting y'all mayonnaise on them napkins over. Yeah, she be doing
I
her
tell you
thing.
what it is I got so many people that I follow, and I can only get to everybody because you only got so many hours in a day. I even stopped doing my own little, my own channel. So it's like, okay, you reach a point where you say, all right, I might have jumped out there and started something, but I'm going to sit back and I'm going to learn. I'm going to come back and work, look at people, interact with people, and learn the business. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to do this, learn how to do that. You don't have to be like, I want to say, you got to humble yourself and be like, hey man, I got to learn. It's just like you got a street fighter, right? But he got to learn how to be a boxer. You feel me? That's how I look at it. And when it comes to, this content thing, it's, it's some people can get it real quick, and some people, it's a process. You know what I mean? So, hello?
I heard you.
All right. So, like I see you, what you're doing. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I hit the convenience store, man. Everything is right here. So, yeah. When I look at that, I say, well, he's doing it his way, and he's making progress. He's got some good content going, and wish the best. But I'm also learning by sitting here, being a part of it. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
So, but yeah, I guess I don't know, man. Everybody got a different way of doing things. But as far as just doing it to be getting out there, I don't think that's the best way to do it. I see a lot of people doing that, man. They'll throw something against the wall, man, hoping it stick, and it's like, man, I don't really want to watch that, but I'm gonna go on to something else. Mm-hmm. So that's how I get down. You know what I mean? Like the college basketball thing. When you talked about it, I said, well, yeah, I kind of got away from that because, certain circumstances, I didn't get to watch it like I did. Then I was like, man, when I went back, say the last month and a half, I was like, oh yeah, now I remember. But I wasn't even watching college basketball. Mm-hmm. And when you look at it now, women's basketball, mm-hmm. if people don't really pay attention, not saying this is a bad thing, but that's gonna overtake the NBA, man. I'm not talking about men's basketball. I'm talking about women's college basketball. It's really threatening that because of the authenticity of the NBA now is in question. We can sit there and watch. Look how fast that Caitlin Clark and
Magic and Bird. You know what I mean? Look how fast that jumped off.
Jordan is starting out really slow. They always start off slow. I don't want to get it. But Texas is driving. They got a 3-0 lead. About to go into the second quarter. Yeah, let me see what other scores going on here. Okay, then we go to NCAA football. See. Let's go to scores. Texas 3-0. Oh yeah, Oregon played Penn State at 5 on this West Coast time. That's for the Big Ten championship. ACC is SMU and Clemson. That's at 5. Arizona State destroyed Iowa State 45-19 in the Big 12 championship. Boise State beat UNLV 21-7. We got two teams. Actually, Army is 35-14. They won the American Athletic Championship. So basically, Boise's in the college playoff. Arizona State's in the college playoff. No matter what, Georgia still is going to be in the college playoff. So they did make it to the championship game.
That's cool. That's cool. Tell you what, man. I'm thinking about making some salmon patties. I'm going old school. Some salmon patties and some dirty rice. Always. But
say some salmon croquettes or something.
Huh?
I thought you were about to say salmon croquettes or something.
But yeah, them salmon patties, man. Hey, man, they on hit. They on hit.
I ain't had one of those, and it's been years since I had that. Years.
Yeah, ain't no man. You cook them up real good. I go down to Winn-Dixie. They got the best ones. As far as the canned salmon, yeah, they got the best ones. So jump in the car, go down there, and get a couple cans, man. Shoot. Good eating. Good eat. But hey, do you play online, man?
Play online what? On like games?
Are you a baseball fan?
Nah, I got it, but I don't play it online. I mean, I'm a gamer, but I don't play nobody online. I play against my homies who like I grew up with and stuff. Like be on this league on 2K. Yeah, we do
Yeah,
that
me and my
together.
brother,
We do
me and my
12 minutes.
brother,
Go ahead.
we used to do the racing games way back in the day. But we on that Super Mega Baseball 4, and that's cross platform. So you can play somebody on PlayStation too, because he got a PlayStation, I got an Xbox. And we be getting on there, man. We be having fun, man. Talking trash, having fun. But definitely keep doing what you're doing, man. I think you're gonna push through because I like your content. Not only that, I think a lot of people do. A lot of people don't know you actually doing it. So everybody got to promote it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not worried
Especially
about
that college thing, because I think that's going to bump off, man. That's going to bump off because a lot of people getting tired, like we said, about the NBA, man. You kind of want something different, man. You want something different. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, this has gotten to be like, man, you remember that scene in Players Club at the end of the movie where they was going, dudes coming up in there and like, man, this is stinking here. You remember that? You remember that scene? That's what the NBA is looking like.
They've been stinking for a while too, bro.
I think about that scene every time I think about LeBron in this situation. I'm like, man, it looked just like that Players Club scene.
I ain't never seen a day in my life where I think, because back in the day, when they used to say when a player used to have a triple double, but he lost though. Now they praise you for having a triple double.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Or they praise you for actually, look, you can take a shot and miss it, and they will critique how the shot looked. I have never seen that in my life. They were like, well, if he had just extended a little more, he would have knocked that down. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's getting crazy out here, bro. Well, yeah, what I'm gonna do though is I'm about to get off here. I'll come back on later. I'll come on about like 5 or 6 o'clock my time. I'm gonna get into this game. Y'all hit the like button, like, share, subscribe. I'll be back at y'all about 6 o'clock. West Coast time. So it'll be either 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock your time. All right. Like, share, subscribe. I'll holla. Peace.